Here the question number 29. A particle of mass m and energy E greater than 0 in one dimension is scattered by the potential shown below. Here they are showing the negative potential well. It's looking like a quantum confined Stark effect. Maybe if you see that book, the heterojunction structure, then the potential will be looking like that after upping the bias. At the point, this is a x-axis. At the point A, the particle experience of negative potential minus V1. At the point B, it's experience minus V2. But from A to B, it is seeing increasing negative potential. That means increasing the attractive potential the quantum particle sees. So if the particle was moving from the left to right, that means minus infinity here to here plus infinity, which of the following graphs give the best quantitative representation of the wave function for the particle? We got to look at the way. The first option is right, second option, or third option, or fourth option. For this one, actually we need to solve the exact time independent Schrödinger equation. And then we got to use the boundary condition to find the solution of the particle in different region. What is the solution 1, the region 2, in the region 3. In the region 1 is minus infinity to a, region 2 is a to b, the region 3 is b to plus infinity. But here what I am going to give for you people, I am going to give the qualitative uh, the result, the not quantitative, qualitative, the understanding results for this given potential well, how the wave function will be all these three different region without solving the problem. So first we need to draw the given potential well. Here it is here the base level, so it would be infinity potential. Here you can call E of x, it's a dotted line. So here the it's not infinity potential, just it's given as a end point. The starting point is A. So here the potential, well, it's going to be the negative potential, then it's going down. So here the potential is minus V2. It's not like a well, but it's an inverted well. Like you can say this is looking like the quantum confined Stark effect well in the non-electronic devices. That means if you are giving forward bias or reverse bias, the well will be looking like that. Suppose if you are here the particle of mass m with energy greater than 0, we are sending from the left to right. That means from the minus infinity, here it's a minus infinity in this direction. If you are taking this axis is x-axis, it goes to up to plus infinity. Now our particle is coming from the minus infinity. That means the particle will the quantum particle will come from left to right. It will hit this barrier. That means it will feel this potential of the energy E, the particle energy E. It will feel this potential at this boundary. There is an refracted ray, that means transmitted ray, as well as the part of the wave will get reflected in the quantum. If you are thinking this given particle is a quantum particle, there is some probability of tunneling, then some probability of reflection also, but the net will be equal to 1. Then in this inside the quantum well, the particle also will be can oscillate at this boundary, within these two boundary, because within this potential there is a reflected wave as well as there is a transmitted wave at this boundary. So the particle can go to the right as well as it will get reflected. So you can in general write the solution into three regions. This is the first region, the incident particle. Here the second region, here the third region. So there are three solution is possible. So here you can easily write the particle solution in the third region. That should be equal to the transmitted times e to the power ikx plus here plus ikx represents it's a plane wave, it's traveling to the right. In the central part you can write there is forward, it's a positive direction the quantum particle is propagating, as well as at this boundary x equal to b, it's a reflecting back. So in this solution you can write it's a second region, some c time e power ikx plus d time e power minus ikx. It's a linear combination of the forward direction propagating wave, plane wave, as well as the reflected plane wave. So with some coefficient in the same manner you can represent here also. In here also the incident wave in the first region, that should be equal to a time e to the power ikx, it's a forward wave, then r time the reflected wave minus ikx. Here minus ikx means the wave is propagating to the negative x-axis. These are the three solutions. So we need to write the Schrödinger equation, then we go to solve it. Finally we will see the solution, what is the exact picture represents the wave function in the quantum well. What is the solution here, what is the solution here, what is the solution here? We go to look at that particle, but it will take a lot of time to solve and to conclude the solution, but we can easily guess which one is the given option. So first thing we want to know what is the wave number at this region. You can write the wave number as well as the what is the wave number for the quantum particle or the wavelength of the quantum particle, the de Broglie wavelength, what is it here, what is it here. These two regions we have to write, then only we can easily guess the solution inside the well. So in this region if you are writing, it will experience a potential minus v1. So the potential energy, you can the total energy in this region, the at this boundary, not region, the interface between the 1 and 2, that is the potential. So the total energy equal to the h square. Suppose in this region my wave is propagating with the my wave is hitting with the wave vector k1, it's a k square divided by 2m. This is a kinetic energy term plus the potential energy, but here the potential experienced by the quantum particle is minus v1. So this is the total energy. So the k1, suppose if I want the k1 only, keep it the k1 square one side. If you are pushing to everything to the other side, it will give e plus v1 times 2m divided by h square. So the k1 is equal to square root of 2m divided by h square e plus v1, or you can write in terms of wavelength of the quantum particle at this interface between these two boundary. Here is the k equal to 2 pi lambda 1, that should be equal to square root of 2m divided by h square e plus v1, or else you can do the wavelength reciprocate. It is proportional to you will get inversely proportional to the wavelength lambda 1 e plus v1. So this is the first region, the first interface between the 1 and 2, the wavelength, how it will change if you are according to the potential. Because if the potential is low, then the de Broglie wavelength of the quantum particle will be high. The potential is 0, then it will be even high. Suppose potential is larger, then it will be low. It is inversely proportional to square root of the potential. In the second region, similar manner if you are doing, that means second interface. The second interface means between the second and 2, if the particle is hitting with the wave vector k2 at this region, we want to find what is the wavelength of the de Broglie wavelength of the quantum particle at this interface between 2 and 3. So for that, the total energy part of the particle of this region is equal to kinetic energy is h square k2 square divided by 2m minus v2, because the potential experienced by the quantum particle at x equal to b is minus v2. This much amount of potential it will experience. So if you are rearranging, you will get finally k2 is equal to square root of 2m divided by h square into e plus v2. Suppose if you are writing in terms of wavelength, the lambda 2 is inversely proportional to the square root of e plus v2, because other quantities are constant. Mass of the quantum particle h then here it will 2 pi, everything will be constant. I can make the constant as a proportionality constant, so I can put the proportion by removing the constants. So this is a lambda 2. Now we can easily guess the solution, which one of the following solution it's appropriate right answer. The first diagram is given here. Here suppose if you look at the first solution, the psi of x here with respect to x, they are given here it is a, here it is b. The first solution, it is a looking like a plane wave with some wavelength is lambda before hitting the region, the interface at a. After hitting the interface, the amplitude getting increased, but the space between the two node or antinode decrease. That means the wavelength, de Broglie wavelength is decreased. So amplitude will get, after interface it will be again amplitude wavelength is increased, as well as the amplitude also increased. But this is not a solution at all. Why we can say this is not a solution? Because well, in here our quantum particle is moving from the left to right. If it is hitting on the wall, some part of the energy of the wave it is getting reflected back. So then the amplitude cannot be higher here, even higher cannot be allowed in this region also, because here also some part of the energy at this boundary at b also some part of the way getting reflected. So this is not a right solution. The second one, they are given as, so psi of x versus the x. Here if you look at the solution, it will be uniform everywhere. Then at the center a to b, inside the potential, the wavelength get decreased. Then after the amplitude, there is no loss in energy. That means the particle didn't experience any potential. This is the meaning of here. So that means this is also not is wrong, because some part of the wave is getting reflected. It's a far moving from the left to right. At the interface, some part of the wave is getting reflected. So we can say this is not a right solution, because the amplitude should get decreased. Then the third one, if you look at that one, the third option, it's a psi of x versus x. Here x equal to a, here x equal to b. What would happen is, here the amplitudes are uniform, that is plane wave up to a. At the a there is an interface. Then what would happen? The wavelength is decreased, then amplitude also decreased. Then at the interface boundary b, what is happening here means, again it's a plane wave, because the wavelength also increased. Then this is we can say right answer. But what is why we can say this is the right answer means, here look at the wavelength. What would happen if you see that wavelength keep on decrease, because here lambda 1, if you look at this 2 lambda 1 at this boundary, so here it's a lambda at this boundary, the lambda will be decreased. The de Broglie wavelength of the quantum particle will decrease, because here v1, because of this potential. So if the particle is moving from v1 to v2, the potential is keep on increase. That means if the potential is keep on increase means the wavelength keep on decrease, the lambda 2 up to lambda 1 to lambda 2, the quantum particle experience the potential is increasing from v1 to v2. So the wavelength should decrease from lambda 1 to lambda 2. That means the successive distance between the any node or antinode, it will keep on decrease. Yeah, this is decreasing. After this boundary, there is no potential. That means it will freely move. That means there is no change in the wavelength. With the constant amplitude it will move. Here if you look at it, is constant amplitude, it's moving. So this is the right answer. The part C is the right answer. So we can't completely solve the solution, right? The Schrödinger equation we can't solve it, because it's 3.5 mark. we have only less time, so you can just make this kind of assumption, then we can easily guess what is the solution, how much energy is lost at the interface, then according to you can think the how what would happen to the wave function. Hence, if you are look at the all the four options, the first one is not true, the second one is also not true, the third option is right one, because the center region, the wavelength is keep on decrease, the de Broglie wavelength. But here it's a de Broglie. Here also looking like right, but the de Broglie wavelength is not decreasing. It is looking like constant. So this is also not right. So the third one is the right answer for the given question.